Hey guys, it's Blake over here at OpenView, and welcome back to the PLG123. We're going to dive in. Tab 1. So this is a tab from Kieran Flanagan, who's the VP of Marketing and Growth at HubSpot, writing on Intercom's blog about product-led growth. Scrolling down here, this is a question that I get a lot, which is like, okay, I want to start a growth team. Where do I begin, and what does this thing look like? Kieran says there's 3 steps to building out this growth team. 1 is creating the initial, sometimes chaotic growth team. 2 is centralizing growth into a best-in-class team. And then 3 is democratizing growth across the entire product team by building processes and tools. So if you're looking for a how-to on building a growth team, this is the place to look. Tab 2, diving in here. Slack released Slack 2.0 last week, and they launched it on Product Hunt. Because of the current situation, a lot of people are converting, and a lot of what they're doing on pricing as well as on product is totally working as everyone moves to remote right now. They did have this other post, which is talking about, in detail on their blog, and they highlight some of the features. I think one that I found interesting, it's a single bullet here, but I found it interesting, which is that you can take swift action with your apps through shortcuts, and you're saying goodbye to context switching. And I think why this is interesting is because Slack is increasingly, especially nowadays with the COVID-19 disruption, Slack is becoming the place for remote work. And increasingly more actions that can be taken inside Slack itself versus having to tab over to a different application. That will just drive more engagement in Slack. And so this is a really interesting product-led growth approach in order to drive more engagement, to drive more actions, and to keep people in Slack versus going out to other places. All right, so let's take a break from the tabs and we'll jump into our shameless plug of the week. This tab is from Expensify. So Expensify, through their Expensify card, has a program called Karma Points. So instead of swiping your credit card and getting cash back or some other form of reward, you get points that ultimately go to a nonprofit. Expensify right now during this situation has redirected all of the Karma Points into their hunger initiative that's specifically around helping people who are food insecure right now, which is increasingly heightened because hourly workers might not be going to work. So this is a really awesome way to see how companies, again, in the product-led sphere, are adapting to COVID-19 and doing the right thing to benefit those in need. Okay, so tab 3. This is from MongoDB's earnings announcement recently. Look, there's a lot that we could point to that's related to product-led growth in this specific announcement and in this specific tab. I think one thing that's really interesting to me from David Echeria, the CEO of MongoDB, is that he's calling out product-led growth by name. So this quote right here says it all. We continue to expand our self-serve operations to become a world-class product-led growth engine. So not only are they embodying product-led growth best practices and characteristics and how they're building their product and how they're distributing their product, they're calling it out by name to Wall Street in an earnings announcement. So that's really awesome to us in the product-led growth community, but also I think operators need to pay mind to this and see how should you adopt product-led growth if some of the best CEOs in the public markets are adopting it themselves. A bonus tab is this recruiting posting that they have on their website as well. So it's for the Director of Retention Marketing. And you can see here that by name, we want this person to lead our engagement marketing team as well as continue to dramatically grow our product-led business. So if you see it from the CEO in conversations with Wall Street, if you see it in job listings and job postings in terms of what they're hiring for, you know that product-led growth is at the DNA and the core level of this business. So a question for you guys, are you recruiting for product-led growth roles specifically, or do you have product-led language in some of your job postings that you're looking for, whether it's in product or in marketing, as we see here with MongoDB, or in growth roles or elsewhere in your organization? Would love to know what you're recruiting for or what you're seeing out there in the market. So feel free to comment below. All right, so that does it for this week in PLG123. Make sure to follow me on LinkedIn. I got lots of content coming your way from product-led growth, and we'll see you next week. Take care, guys.